Rama Rama Hare Hare. Shishi Panchatattva Shishi Gaurindai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Bhakti for Life course ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivraj Krishna Vaishnav Vrinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Ramacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se Kol Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Saslavasvani Bhaktam Hare Krishna, Saslavasvani Bhaktam Hare Krishna, Saslavasvani Bhaktam Hare Krishna, Saslav Shiguru Shigurangi, Saslav Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Krishna Paraya Krishna Vishnu Tare Tera Bhakti Paschachadishtar Atma Krishnam Bhakti Rupa Srupagam Bhakta Vidara Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I will speak in English, so is best language for you, for sure, for you?
Да.
Yes. Okay.
And
now it's recording. Now it's recording, so you can. Let's see. Бог гледа на последния текст, не моля. Hare Krishna. Okay, I will do like that. Okay, Hare Krishna, devotees, please correct me if I speak too fast, because my tendency is to go very fast, and I eat all the words. So please be merciful and correct me on time, not at the end of the show. So thank you very much for coming, for attending this historical event, I would say, because this program it should be organized like 20 years ago, but it didn't happen. This is the program. The simple name is Bhakta program. Simple language, I would say. But this is the program for training, for systematic training, for those devotees who have fortune to dedicate more time than usually. For those who can come, invest or sacrifice their part of life or whole life, for the whole life, to Krishna, to Srila Prabhupada, to Mission Srila Prabhupada, to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to Panchatattva. So, in order to support their surrender, their sacrifice, we organizing this course. Originally, it is a 3 months course, and is based on the course, Veda course, which is organized in Bhaktivedanta manner. So, in that sense, we will use their handbooks. And in the beginning, you will see, I will give you now the first part. It's a few words about this book. It's explanation how this course came to begin, how it began, how it started, how was created. In 1995, I think I will just say, 1995, yes, the group of senior devotees, leaders, educators in ISKCON came together and they said, okay, we have to organize some kind of unified education for devotees, because previously it was like every temple has its own education. Whatever they read in the books, and they create kind of programs which cover some things more with more focus, some things less focus. So these devotees and devotees came together, and they put all the ideas, all the suggestions, all the quotes, all what was there, put together, and they create a course which is originally called introductory course in Vaishnava studies. It's called, and it's based. They have 3 books like that, and there, in these handbooks, these student handbooks, there is all essential topics, which, of course, extracted from Prabhupada books, but put into systematic way in 3 main categories, which I will explain a little later. But before, so this is how it became, and then they taught it. Usually, they taught it only in manner. They also in other places, but usually manner, because manner is well organized system, and is like a zibelka. Cradle of education, cradle where the babies are. So Bhakti Manor and London, Europe especially, is like a center of education, and they created the majority of educational programs. I think in this group was Achinanda Maharaj, Krishna Kshita Maharaj, and other senior Vaishnavas who created this course. So, unfortunately, we were not able to organize it before, but you are the lucky winners. We are the lucky winners, because based on this course, all other courses will also be developed or adapted. Bhakti school, which we do, we will also be part of this. Bhakti school is a once per week event, right? And it's like around 20 hours, like 20 sessions. But here is like 150 hours.
How many times a week?
This is every day.
Every day.
I don't want to schedule. It's a idea is from Monday to Friday.
Oh, you don't scare us.
Monday to Friday, but 1 hour and a half. Usually it's 2 hours and a half and 3, but this is too much, and it's not practical for us. We will too much. But this is one of the aims, is to have a regular discussion on, and this 3 months period, if you survive, must generate transformation and taste for and deeper understanding of philosophy and practice. Because it's not only philosophy, it's especially also meant for teachers. You're all teachers, you're all preachers, so you will have idea how to do it. Systematic way, materials are there, so you will have like a template, not to like to experiment, and you don't know what is important. No, you will get this idea from philosophy side. So you give you a strong foundation, philosophical, which is needed. It's needed, if not before, when you come to the stage of anartha nivritti. You should not know what that means, but this is the stage where the process comes to the level where, on the second level of our spiritual development, where the majority of our impurities, anarthas, are purified, and we come to the stage of madhyamadhikari, means secondary stage, where we genuinely experiencing spiritual life. What that means is that we don't have any more plan B. Now we have, in the beginning we have, oh, this is nice process, okay, nice, yes, food is nice, the association is nice. But if it doesn't work, I will do some other things. No, I will try, and if not, okay, then you will do. It's a big world. But when you come to this second stage, which is the most desirable, it is said that Krishna consciousness starts there. Although we start right now, but then in that level, it is experiential. And it's shown by our behavior. And our behavior and our happiness, which is from spiritual level, is so attractive that other living beings, other devotees, or our other people want to be in association with one who experiences this kind of happiness. Brahma Saukyam is a word in Srimad Bhagavatam. So somehow we have to come to that level, and we sincerely hope that this program will assist you, will assist all of us. So that I'm speaking, I'm also here a student like you. So I ask for blessings that we can, with common endeavor, that we can benefit of this endeavor. It is for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada, of course, Guru Parampara, Panchatattva, Guru. Hopefully it will. We will endeavor. What comes out of that, we'll see. But we will endeavor, whatever it takes. So thank you for this opportunity that you are willing to attend. Of course, we will be flexible. We will not be like very exactly, because it's a experimental attempt, and we have also other things to do, right? So many services are there. So we will have to, like, when you walk to the wire, so you have to do this. We will try to balance. Sometimes we have more, sometimes we'll cancel, but in general we'll try to do it. Whatever it takes, we will analyze it later, but we will try. We have a program. So we call it Bhakti for Life course. For one reason, that this is preparation for life. Hopefully that you will get foundation that you will use in your life, whatever it will be, or in the temple, or in the outside world, or on the front line, whatever you will, doesn't matter. So it will support you and help you, whatever ashram, of course, whatever occupational duty, whatever you will do. Hopefully that it will support you and give you foundation. Strong foundation. And the experience which you already have, because you're living in the temple, you have intensity, right? There is an intense program already, but this will also give you understanding and tools to present to others. This is very important, because part of our spiritual practice is sharing Krishna consciousness, right? We say preaching. This preaching sounds a little orthodox. In many forms, like Buddhist devotion, Harinam Sankirtan, educational programs, sanghas, all different forms how we try to share our experience, spiritual experience, and of course experience on other levels, which are happiness is there, hopefully. And if there is no happiness, is also a kind of indicator that we have to analyze why that is there. Your battery is running low. Okay, true. Okay, so this is give you a foundation, and if you just go to what we'll speak a little bit today. Okay, this introduction is important. So the idea behind is that we have here, beside the service, is also philosophical support. Systematical, because usually, okay, some of us, you are attending Bhakti school, but Bhakti school, regarding how much you are intensely involved in the services and seva, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's once per week and it covers very it just touches the topics, right? Because you're more intensely involved, so you need a little more. And anyway, you're reading every day, right? So that reading should have systematic structure. And also the atmosphere where you can share what you read, right? In the level where we usually don't. In the classes you cannot discuss, Maharaj is speaking, you can ask something, sometimes, but you don't know how Maharaj will answer. And here you hopefully we'll discuss more. And so we will be always some part of this discussion. I read this, I didn't understand where this fall. Why is this like that? When we come to this topic, because hopefully this topic which you're reading will be included in this program, which is a lot of topics. Some topics will go more in detail, which are more, relevant, and some topics you'll read in your own time. For example, we have Vaishnava saints. No, you will read about Gaur Kishore Das Babaji also, maybe before sleeping. Or something, no? Or when is the festival, so you will have something. So, so that you have this kind of support, and hopefully from now on, everyone who will come to the temple, we have this program. And we didn't advertise it outside yet, because it's primarily now meant for you, for us here, who are able to come. No, we didn't open for the Balkan area because many also will come also, because it's also organizational situation how we can provide some space, facilities. We didn't go in that dimension yet, but it's.
Mogoče tisti, ki so se zunija, pa že kar dosti pogosto hodijo sem, tako rečemo Marcel, Nataša.
Okay, yes. So we said we will be flexible. So it's not only for you, and we will lock the door, we'll lock the Zoom, no one else will allowed. We'll not go in that direction. No? Usually they also do something, but we will be very open. We'll try to have our group, which you are here, and then some also will join. That's why we structure this program in modules, so they can do modules also separate. One of the modules will be ISKCON Disciple course, which we'll do in May. So those who doesn't have yet, you have, no?
Yeah.
Yes, you don't have. Yeah. So we will have ISKCON Disciple course within this program also. So when you finish, and this program will be ISKCON certified. Wherever you go in the world, ISKCON, it will be okay, have a diploma. I did Bhakti for Life course, 300 hours course, which outside world costs like 2,000 euros. So you will be certified also for that reason and understanding. So here it's not just we'll do it and forget. Anyone didn't know what it will be useful, because you can use it in your CV. You know what CV? When you employ, you need to write CV. I do 300 hours personal development course. We'll define it like that. So it's a wide range of application. Hopefully, that's why I'm telling you this is experimental also. And we also will try to input your needs. So we'll, if you have some particular situation in life, or you will have. So we try to deal with that. We'll try to be relevant. as much as possible. And when you mentioned that, how often we have every day, we have every day so often. But this is, this is why this program is so important, because it's every day. Now, usually we have once per week this Bhakti school program, but for those who are in the temple, it's important that they have every day. Every day. Then this makes additional support. And we try to do, of course, also in balancing way, that not, be too tired, when you come here, we just, fight with the lower modes. Hopefully that will try to avoid. Or support. If you see that everyone is so tired, okay, today will not help, of course. So like that. Huh? And it's not too long. 2 school hours, 45 minutes, 2 times. It's like that. It's usually digestible. Little maybe will be challenged because will be afternoon like this, 3:30. So it's also like that structure that we don't interfere with our harinams. After this we can go. When you hear strong inspiration, we go harinam. Boom. Like buzzing. This is also one idea that supports our enthusiasm. So let's see how it works. But this is humble idea to go in that direction. Hopefully, it's not too challenging for you in this level. But let's try. Let's have Prabhupada's pleasure. Let's have Krishna's pleasure for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so that we can try to develop spiritually. So when you were asking, we met also other devotees to inform. So we have to, from this period, we have this model, so that we can, and also we, of course, we try to record it. I'm not sure if we have Zoom in live. That I'm also thinking, because then we have 2 audiences, which is a little difficult to. It can be done, but it's not the same if you have one audience. No, it's more. So I'm not. We will record for sure. That's sure on YouTube. So we don't expect that 3 o'clock after that will be full crowd people. We are not so. But maybe for us who will not be able, when you go to visit, maybe then you can, for that situation, probably we'll try to. So we will. That's we'll see on the way when we walk in this direction. Okay. Any questions so far? Any fears? Any concerns? Any doubts?
Only enthusiasm.
Well, none doubts. You look worried, no?
Face super, dragă.
Any doubts? Any concerns, worries?
All good.
Yeah. That's why we lock the doors, no one escape.
Still windows here.
Windows, we have locked them also. Okay. So we try to do it pleasant as far as possible. Okay, so this hour is not so. Okay, so I will just present a few words about the models. So we have a little bigger pictures. Then about the schedule, which we already touched a little bit, but a little more. Practical considerations, which I mentioned already something, but if something else, in some discussion if needed at the end. So first, what I will do, probably you saw this promotional pamphlet. What was your first impression?
I want to do it also, but I didn't know that it's for
us.
For us, yeah, I thought maybe.
And any other impression? I didn't explain anything. I just put it there. I didn't announce nowhere.
I wanted to also, but I don't know. Nobody said anything. Maybe it's not for me.
Any other? You saw it?
Da, ja sam mislila da je to za mene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I thought it's for more people. I thought it's going to be more wide-ranged.
Yes. Yes, if I put it here, residential. Residential means that they're staying here. So that's what we didn't expect so many people. But the vision is once, like a school year, will be once will be open, so anyone can come. But they need facilities for that, so they have, something for sleep and cooks to please the guests. What is your impression? You saw this?
Very useful.
Okay,
Finally,
hopefully.
something to go deeper.
Yeah, and also I will also share one realization also regarding this. That because of lack of this program, I think we did few mistakes in the past. And that was observed on the result after many years. Because I'm doing with the education for 20 years or more. So I try to see what certain programs generates. You cannot evaluate in 1 year, but you can see in many years. So you can see that there are some things which could be better. Christian maybe teachers are like that, but I hope that this program will support, that will improve this experience. That is my humble hope and prayer that this will support those who come to have this opportunity and possibility that they can come for staying here. So we will do it mandatory. You come, but this is the program which you have to do. And within this program, you will prepare for initiation and everything. You will not do extra programs. You do ISKCON Disciple course. We'll do, and we'll do also part 2, which will follow you for the second initiation, and third initiation, and fourth initiation. So that you will have really strong support. Also, we'll do Gita overviews, Bhagavatam overviews. You will all these things you will hopefully get, and Bhakti Shastra will be just one of the programs within that structure. That's the idea. That's the kind of idea behind. And once in the future, not so near future, hopefully this be certified program on the government level. That is, to say, very brave statement, but that was Krishna's plan, Papa's plan. Yes.
If I can ask, for how long will be this course about your?
This one?
Now.
This is 3 months.
This one, yeah, but you said something about preparing for the second initiation,
yes,
and studying more.
Now depends on the audience. If there be a lot of interest, we will continue after summertime, we will continue. If there is customers, if no customers, no. But that doesn't stop devotees who are candidates for second. They don't do whatever is needed,
I'm afraid that this year will be.
No, you have to take advantage of this. It's there, because now the how to say, conditions pogoi. The pogoi is
Conditions.
Yeah,
those you need to fulfill some requirements. I think it's better. So requirement for second initiation now is not. It's not. They are. That's interesting. They are not well defined, or they are not so required. For example, Bhakti Shastra. It's not required by law. that we have to have it for secularization. It's not. It's just the spiritual master decides, okay, for my disciples, Bhakti Shastri is mandatory. For example, Chandramani Maharaj requires, no? Requires Bhakti Shastri. Prahlada Maharaj doesn't require yet. But it will be. But that doesn't. Important is that devotee is stable and is reading and is stable in his practice, seva, and all other areas of spiritual life. Okay, for some thoughts, maybe not so connected, but that you have a little idea about what is campus tasomali. Campus tasomali. That's the mentioned. You understand? Where dogs is putting his leg. Our story is expression, no? So you touch, you have idea, but where is all going, which direction is going. Okay, this was an introduction. So behind, I think we discussed a little bit. Maybe we will discuss when we come to the regular program. But this is the idea to support those devotees in more systematic way and more consistent way when they join ashram or this is the primary and also secondary to give opportunity also to others. But now many devotees also join, as I mentioned. Natasha will join probably, and Bhakta. Marcel and from Romania. How was his name from Romania? Adrian. Yes, also he was also he's also enthusiastic. So anyone who wants to join, you're most welcome and try to assist them in the proper way. And that's why this recording, maybe there's those who doesn't have can also do YouTube and they re-listen and then try to. And also, I also ask you for help organizing this program because it's a new. We will do also some kind of a quiz material. Quiz? Google form, you understand Google form? Google form is when you do some kind of survey. We'll try to use that, for assessing ourselves, to like exercise with the knowledge. So this is how we use also in the for ISKCON Disciple course we have already done substantial, not in English yet, but in Slovene is there. So all the quizzes are there. You just get a link and you do. Oh, I didn't know. Like it's really fun. Okay, so let's go. Okay, let's do some overview of the models. So, okay, this is freshly done for you. It's today. It's still warm. Yes. This is the first of the three. Where are they? Not here even.
Under the.
Thank you. Blind. So I will ask to distribute this. I didn't put more because you're already Brahman. So I died. We will do it also, of course. So this is the first one. First three modules they are doing according to matter material. And those who are a little aware of three categories of knowledge from the Vedas, anyone remembers? Three main categories of knowledge in the Vedas. Even back to school devotees, they know. Three categories of knowledge, Vedic knowledge. We used to say four, but three are there. Sambandha? Heard about Sambandha?
Yeah.
Sambandha means knowledge about about who we are, who is Krishna, what is material world. So this is it addresses ontological issues and topics. Those philosophers. So there are this discussion about who we are, what is Krishna, what is material world, what is this cosmos, universe, like that. So this is called in Sanskrit Sambandha Gyan. This is one of these books. And this is the second model. We will start so. It's called, from our here, it's called Theology and Philosophy. Anyone understand the word theology? How do you understand the word theology?
Religion or something.
Okay, it's something with the God, right? Religion. Yeah. Theology usually is philosophy in practice, involving existence of God, and philosophy is not so much in practice.
Would you say it's a scientific way of God?
Maybe philosophical, yeah. I'm not so super. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So this is Sambandha. Sambandha. Topic about, and usually in this range of category of knowledge, I will just mention a few. There is knowledge about Krishna, knowledge about Krishna's energies. There is knowledge about a relationship with God. Then there is knowledge about the jiva, living entity. We have two subcategories. One is jiva in material world conditions with karma and samsara, and there are jivas in the spiritual world. Krishna associates in different rasas, we say. So this is, and then it's a special topic which is called Achintya Beda Abeda Tattva. You heard about this?
Yeah.
It's a very professional statement. So this topic is dealing with how Krishna is managing this material world without being personally present here. Krishna is here but is not here. So all these contradictions. One statement is Beda, contradictory statement is Abeda. So how to deal with contradictory statements in the Shastra and explaining them in harmony way. It's complicated, no? So how to understand how Krishna is dealing in this world, is a interpretation of Vedic philosophy which comes from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's called Achintya Beda Abeda. Achintya means inconceivable. How to harmonize inconceivable statement within the Vedas. This is the simplistic translation. No, we deal with this Beda Abeda every day. Every day we're dealing with the it's like that and it's not like that. It's like that and not like that. And actually balancing between these two sides is the formula to success in our spiritual life. Usually say left wing, right wing, right? You heard about this? No? This is one of the aspects. Many devotees are more conservative, more liberal. This is one of the aspects of this model. Purusha Prakriti understanding is also one. We also speak about man-woman topic. This is also contradictory topic. How to harmonize it? No? Like that, we want to be on one side. We want to be black and white. But the reality is not black and white. No? So how to deal with different areas of life, spiritual life, the artistic spiritual life, no? In a way that is harmonious and is not how to say, and it's inspiring. This is the Sambandha Gyan area. So this is in other words, in simple words, means how to understand philosophy properly, in balanced way. Make sense?
Yeah.
Make sense? How to understand our philosophy, which is called Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. This means philosophy as explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gaudiya Vaishnava, we know that this is Panchadatta, no? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaudiya is Bengal, no? Panchadatta. And which was presented by Six Goswamis and Srila Prabhupada, which follows strictly the line. Makes sense? We are too philosophical now. If something is not clear, stop. Too dry, too complicated. Please hopefully that we'll create this atmosphere. You can say like that. I cannot grasp. Maybe I'm too tired, or you're too fast, or you're too complex in in expressing yourself. Please, kindly ask you to. There is no wrong question. There is no wrong statement. It's all part of solving, balancing this Veda. You have one perspective. You have one perspective. I have one perspective. How to balance all this in harmonic way? Harmonious way, huh? This is why discussion of philosophy is important. No, because always it's like, I don't understand, I cannot digest this. It's too heavy, or it's too liberal, or it's too, That's very important, and it's very much needed in practicing spiritual life in the material world. Because how to deal with different aspects and not be disturbed and not be discouraged. So they have always faith and enthusiasm all the time. So that's why we have this program. So one area is undergrad of theology and philosophy. Hopefully it will come to that level. Okay? But the first one, or the second topic of Vedic knowledge is methods. Is the process how to achieve the goal. We know what is the goal in Bhakti Yoga. What is the goal? What is our philosophy speaking about the goal? What is the goal?
Always remember Krishna, never forget.
Okay, but this is the process.
Go back home.
Yes, go back home. It's also
To become a servant.
Yes, how you understand what is our goal? Bhakti Yoga.
To establish our relationship with Krishna, I think, and to know who we are.
Slađana?
Ja ću se ubaciti kad imam što reći. Oprosti mi. Nekad oni već kažu što ja mislim.
Okay, no problem.
Please give your idea.
So, goal is, of course, to revive our dormant love for Krishna. Krishna Prem. Usually say Krishna Prem in one word, but it's all what you mentioned is included. One who has love Krishna is always thinking about Krishna, never forgetting him. Serving always, serving. Unconditional service, means one of the aspects of the Krishna Prema is that we want to please beloved person. Pleasing, not just serving, but serving in the way that we're pleasing him. This is anakulyana aspect of definition. So, and the process how to achieve this is called Bhakti Yoga or devotional practice. This is the model 1. We will start with this because it's the most practical. If we start with philosophy, it could be a little dry. No? Structure of the universe and that and creation, which will also be, but maybe is a little above. Is not. So we start usually. They recommend us in the manner we start with this. You start with this because it's practical, very schedule, and to understand. Especially extension part is about chanting, japa.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes, not sorry.
What would be a translation for manner?
Bhaktivedanta Manor. Bhaktivedanta Manor is a place. I'm sorry. It's a place. It's a temple, which was donated by
John Lennon.
John Lennon, I think, Beatles, They donate, to Prabhupada's movement, the huge estate, which is called Manor. Manor is like a big villa. Yeah. It's like a big, but the always Prabhupada renamed it Bhaktivedanta Manor. It was it's the center of ISKCON in Europe, more or less, because there is.
I didn't know
And it's in England.
Bhaktivedanta Manor means like ISKCON Ljubljana, there is ISKCON Bhaktivedanta Manor. You made me thinking now. Oh, maybe we can visit them. No, there is no restriction because one of the parts we saw is in Model 5.
Wow.
Pilgrimage excursions.
Yes.
It's not only here, but we also go to Tivoli is one part of the excursion, but one is will be a Hungarian farm. Hungarian farm or Budapest temple, down in Florence, in Italy. So we hope that time will go fast. So this is the idea to be,
Active.
Yeah, this is life. No, it's not the boring, dry philosophy, So what we like to do, this is dynamic, adventure. We have a jackpot, jackpot is a unique opportunity that with the process which was given by Srila Prabhupada, which is saying in the Bhakti school, in this life we can come back.
So lucky.
In this life. No, in one life, but not one life. This life is important. Because we can say, one other life. No, this life. This is proud gift. Brahmanda Brahmite Bhagyavan Jiva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling to Sanatana Goswami that after millions and billions of lives in these material worlds, suffering in the samsara cycle, birth and death, by the mercy of Krishna and Krishna's representative, Srila Prabhupada and Guru Parampara, the fortunate soul, Bhagyavan Jiv, comes into contact with this transcendental knowledge, with the line, and gets Bhaktilata Bija. Bhaktilata Bija means seed of Bhakti, which is defined as a knowledge. This is what we have is a seed, which we already have from Prabhupada, what we are now doing. That's why we're here. But we want that seed to grow and bring the fruit. And the fruit is the goal of the process is Krishna Prema, which we come back to God, back to Krishna in the spiritual world. in this lifetime. So this is jackpot which we are speaking about. And it's a unique gift of Srila Prabhupada. And it's based in one very important principle. Be ready. Which defines the whole attitude of our as aspirants of the spiritual life. And that principle is called mercy. We are not qualified practitioners of Bhakti. We are not yogis. We are not tapasvis.
Faultless mercy.
We are outcasts. We were meat eaters. That means outcasts. No? We are not born in a Vaishnava family which did samskaras. We are not from that. We are from other side. What that means? That we are not qualified for that goal. Where is that comma? Huh? But by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Guru Parampara, make us qualified. In which way? That we got a mercy, we have gift which we don't deserve, but we can succeed. But the principle is mercy. That means when we get the mercy, we have to deal with such a care. And the main aspect of mercy which is reflected to us and should be visible is gratitude. Understand? Gratitude? Gratitude.
Yeah.
To be grateful. Is a sign of humility. And it makes the field in our heart which can, where this mercy in the form, the seed can grow. And this gratitude should, should form our spiritual life. This is the base with our spiritual life. How to act in gratitude, whatever we do, service, chanting, whatever we do. This should be our pillars. With that foundation, we can get in one life. If this gratitude is lost, one life goal is not achieved. That's why it's important to get this information as soon as possible, and we protect this gratitude all the time. There will be challenges, different forms. To remember, we have a unique opportunity. Gift is given by the mercy of Guru. Srila Prabhupada, Guru Parampara, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there. Whatever is there is insignificant. Whatever issues are there, cannot compare what if you have a scale, if you have a scale, we put, all the issues, needs, whatever we have, because we're conditioned soul, we're not yogis. We have so many needs. I need that, so many, unlimited needs we have, not so many reasons. But at the scale we have this kripa siddhi is called, mercy. Perfection which comes from the mercy. If you contemplate on that with gratitude, all this on that side should be outweighed. If you have this compass in our spiritual life, one lifetime, we have jackpot and we are there. If we forget, or what we usually do, we neglect this. We do it like, it's self-evident. Yeah, I'm devotee. I know, I chant, I'm initiated. This attitude will not bring us to the second level of stage of Madhyamadikari, where we truly develop spiritual qualities, but we Kanishta Dikari. Kanishta means beginner. Beginner means is materialistic devotee, is also devotee, but not the level which goes back to Godhead in one life. You know, it's with the devotees, we have tilak, we have everything, we chant everything, but we have material mentality. Material mentality. We quarrel, you know, we have material desires which overpowers capacity. We are neglectful, we are mechanical, we have like this. So that's so if you learn something in this course, which is say for every course, we say for Bhakti school course, we say for the school sub course, if we learn something or remember something, please remember gratitude. Please contemplate on the wealth, what the treasure, what we get. Hopefully, this contemplation will bring that we will be serious. Even if we're not qualified, we cannot do. We have little capacity for tapasya, we have a little capacity for be attentive, but we have to try. Let's try. If we fall down, we try to stand up. If you fall 110, 111, I will try. I will try. And I will try. With this attitude, Krishna and Guru Parampara will add what is missing. And it's missing a lot. So if we have this attitude and understanding, and then we can be surprised at the end of the day, of the end of the life. So we can achieve what the mercifully was given to us. Make sense? Huh? I'm speaking too fast? Was okay?
Csak te jársz one
Can follow?
Yeah, csak te jársz one
You have to stop me because if you not, then this is responsibility. You have to stop if you.
Wow, I wanted this. Krishna, thank you.
You have to thank the Guru Parampara that we have this opportunity that we can discuss. This is so important. We cannot imagine how important it is. And we are so close. And one of also experience, what the reason for this is also this, because we see that this gratitude is lost. I will tell you something, just confidential also, or what I experienced in these 20 years. And will come to us also, like a test. When we are in the temple, by Prabhupada's grace and Panchatattva came to this place, Shishka, in this broken down building. What is the need of the God, to come in this place? There is no logic. Krishna goes to palaces, the kings of the universe, Indra, are huge. They worship. And they came here, and give us everything. Their association, program, seva, if we can even, Krishna even creates according to, or approach us according to our needs. If we have inclination for I don't know, for music, Krishna gives us a service about the music. If you have an inclination for cooking, like me, he gives me in the kitchen, for the cleaning. He gives you, he adjusts, who we are, unqualified. And he gives everything. But the danger and the challenge is that we, after some time, we forget this.
Take it for granted,
Take it for granted. We are not grateful, take it for granted, and you and then we see, and then we start, not satisfies mind, not tries, goes where, and we are in the middle of most valuable opportunities for the help, programs, everything we have. So I appeal to all of you, if this starts to sneak into your consciousness, which will happen, try to remember this and try to grab, oh, this is the attitude which comes to me, which is not the most, because then then you develop that, and then you criticize, and then Krishna starts removing the taste, taste, enthusiasm, some other desires starts to sneak in. It's all this old me, which we are, before, we have some personality before, no? So it starts to revive. Try to grab that moment, or that's why it's necessary to have association of devotees you can trust, you can speak, He can reveal your mind, his mentor, whatever is there, someone who you can trust. You cannot trust your mind. You cannot trust our mind. This mind is a gangster, he is a well-trained criminal, trained for millions of years, millions of births, lifetimes. He knows all tricks. He's guided by ego, it's unsurmountable enemy. Like in the Gita, mind can be the best friend or the worst enemy. When he, accepts gratitude, he's the best friend. When he tries to develop other things, he's the worst enemy. So I am appealing that when this comes and will come, try to express this and try to remember this weight. Try to put endeavor to correct it, or to at least, because then you can take shelter. You can take shelter of the process, of the philosophy, of the holy name, of the service, of the sangha. You can take shelter. And this is the important thing. When this gratitude is missing, try to take shelter. Krishna will give you the back. In the beginning, it comes quite easy, because everything is new. Yes, new place. Wow. But then sometimes then we have to invest in that, because this is the requirement to come to the high level. When you do automatically, we have to invoke that awareness. And awareness comes with sattva guna. This is important. And that's why we have second initiation and deity worship, because it creates the sattva guna, which the main feature of deity worship is sattva guna. Awareness. Be aware. Be aware that we should be grateful and work on that. Make sense? Makes sense? Huh? Okay, this you can just look the contents of the first module, please, to see what is there. There is eight units in this practical. This is Abhideya, called Abhideya. No? This area of Veneration is called Abhideya, the process. We will discuss these things. Hopefully, one unit. This first module will probably 1 month. It's 40 hours. Some things will go a little quickly, a little slower. That we'll see. But as I mentioned here, some things you already know because you're not completely new, and some things will be more focused. Japa workshop, which is Unit 5, will be quite important. We'll try to put more energy into the holy name, because it's so important. No? How to evaluate our japa, how to put it in high level. This will be one of the focuses of this model. And also deity worship, in that module 4, which is practical, there will be also deity worship. Majority of you already engage in the deity worship, but we'll do also some philosophical background. Deity worship, especially cleanliness, is one of the aspects very important in this deep philosophical understanding. Some things you can understand. Why? Touching, what is the difference between the cleanliness and contamination? Purity and cleanliness. In our language, no difference. Purity and cleanliness. There are two aspects. It can be completely clean, but it's not usable for Krishna service.
Like in surgery, sterile.
Oh yeah, maybe this, yeah. But here is also a subtle, no?
Yeah, I saw the same thing. This is like my job. That's why I like it.
Yeah. You see, Krishna puts you in there according to your nature. Yes. I was shocked when I heard about these subtle purities, Wow, this philosophy is unbeatable. Philosophy is unbeatable. This is Olympic champion. Above that, this is so amazing. But usually we are not so much interested in philosophy, but for those who are little, wow, this is champion. We are the champion. Philosophy is the champion. Yeah, it comes from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have something about serving the deities. Tulsi, of course, we also have. Also, other devotees will have some workshops. The vendor also have, and the other also devotees. And cooking, science of cooking also. Also, I think 1 week we have every day different course. One Ananda Vatana we have, Manjari Swarupa, I think, maybe Bhakti Vasa, for different items. So you will have idea. You can write down and then you will also what is the festivals. Majority you already have some idea. This is also one of the purpose that when you go wherever you go, you can introduce consciousness wherever you will be. You go, you know everything. You are the general. You can start the Krishna consciousness wherever. To be, if you will, or develop here, or whatever. It's an unlimited space. Okay, so this is the you can in your free time you can go to this a little bit, but we'll do usually like that. We'll discuss, we'll go through and to try to discuss. That's why it's also how to say we'll be interested because you already know. You're not completely new that you can come from the street, You already know, you know. So you can also ask more questions, and let's see how that develops. Maybe it'll be interesting. Okay. So this is for first month approximately, and you all understand quite super well in English, and also Bhakta Domen is already translating to Slovenian. The next generation, so he's very kindly make available for this service, very important service, so we can also those who are not language, where language is the obstacle.
It's great nice to have physical form in which I can translate.
Yes. You could also remind me before, but anyway, now it's there. Okay, so this is the first model. The second model I already also mentioned a little bit. So it's about philosophy. I will just, we don't have copies yet, I didn't want to. So it will be about existence of God, 4 defects of conditioned soul, not these bodies, not Dharma, faith, then Krishna, about expansion, avatars, all these 3 energies of the Lord, avatars, creation, perceiving Krishna in his creation, 3 modes, law of karma and reincarnation, death and liberation. So this is 12 units, a little shorter I think it will be, but also it's about because we'll be combined with this on the separate course, we will maybe go a little slower. in May. This is the May. We will. I think we have like 2-3 days disciple course and 2 days of this for those who will be in both. And we have to still adjust when will be practical for the courses. Cooking courses, when will be there, when will be the excursion. We need really planning for that. So also when you are not here, because you are missing, you will be here all the time, no? July? August? October?
To će biti sad u 3 mjeseca, sigurno.
Okay.
Odlazak. Na nedelju dana.
Okay. That's why we have to be flexible. No? We'll do our best and whatever comes out. Okay, this is theology or Sambandha. And the third part is also very interesting.
Right.
It's usually a third part of a topical, topic within the Vedas is about the goal, right? It's about the prayojana, means what is the goal. We said already this Krishna prema, but usually is reflected in our behavior, right? When we spiritual development can be seen externally also, and this is reflected in the qualities which we develop. So here 26 qualities will be discussed. How they reflect in our life, what that means, and also examples in Krishna how it does be. We also speak about. So there are three main parts of this. One is Vaishnava culture, which will speak about culture background and the ISKCON. How Prabhupada created this ISKCON, where it belongs culturally. We will speak about Varnashrama a little bit. We'll speak about respect as a basic of Varnashrama. Also about the ethics and morality, and also man-woman in Vedic. This is condition will be how to live properly in modern times. And then second unit is about Vaishnava behavior, which is like a Vaishnava etiquette with these qualities. So we'll deal with that. Relating with devotees, different receiving guests, 3 levels of devotees, offenses to Vaishnava, and 26 qualities of devotees. This will be within that. And the third unit within this will be Vaishnava saints, Goswamis and others, which we usually just hear in the morning when we hear, that's Srinivasacharya, this is shloka. So you have, if we don't go through, you have the material, something in one place. So let's see how far we'll come, because we will not have so many hours per day. So when we'll start, maybe we'll ask you what we want to know primarily. If you have so many topics, you have to choose something. So something you can read in your own time and stuff. But one thing I wanted also to don't forget. Hopefully it's not now too challenging for you. One idea is that you also learn that you are not just listener, like yes, but also to present something from what we used. What we, for example, 5 minutes. For example, we have something today, and next time, okay, which of you or one of you, that you prepare, you present 5 minutes. Last time we speak about this, and I find this very interesting. This part. So you also learn to tell about, because then you learn. If you just listen and then yes, but then what they learn? There is no learning experience, because it's a small circle. It's not like. It's stressful always. I'm also stressed now, but it's always stressful. But that's how we, the Krishna's mercy, we use this stress for purification, for Krishna's pleasure, to come to that jackpot. This is part of this, because this is conditioning which you try to purify. Is this heavy? Heavy?
Biti najteže terovanje.
But we will not force. If you not able, not.
Da, meni treba samo malo polagano. Mene možda nemoj forsirati da sa pitanjima, ali ja ću se već opustiti, a posle se neću ugasiti.
Sure. Whatever is needed, no problem.
Hvala, oprosti.
No?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very good idea to develop at least at the beginner level our preaching capabilities.
Yes. And also you learn some techniques also here, so you can, and also philosophical points which you can, you will use in your sharing Krishna consciousness. No? You share and also share with other devotees. Oh, and that Bhakti course for life, we discussed this, was so interesting, I never heard about this, and you share it, You share it. This is in Krishna Katha. As I mentioned before, that the goal of life is always remember Krishna, never forget him. Always remember Krishna, never forget him. And in this our level or state of consciousness, we have this we call amnesia. We forget about Krishna. So the antidote and the medicine for curing that amnesia is speaking about Krishna, remembering. You have to remember. But how when you try to speak or listen, listen. That's why you see in the first part of hearing and Shravan and Kirtan will be very much. So if we develop this habit that we speak about Krishna, that's the meaning formula. But if you speak, when you speak, then you have also to hear, hear about, or be in the program, hear or reading, it's all, then you have material to there are all triggers to revive, to cure our amnesia. And this is also how advanced devotee is evaluated. How much he can speak about Krishna, how much he has taste for that. We have taste for gossip, right? You want to criticize, I want to lament, we want to hanker. No, this is all what usually, Usually just want to lament, this, I need that, this, I couldn't make it, couldn't. Just all this, or hanker, I need that, I planned this, We are always outside of awareness now. Our conditioning, that just bring us to the future, hankering, and tamas lamenting, and we are not here. When mind is elsewhere, is planning or is analyzing. Oh, yesterday when this devotee told me this, I felt so offended or stressed. It's a part of. Okay, so this is the first 3-4 models. This is what's the hour? 5+. We are speaking too much. Okay, practical. This is now for you to say also what you would like to learn. Everything. So regarding the musical instruments, of course, we have mridanga, we have kartalas, we have harmonium, we have accordion also now new. So we'll try to do so that in your free time you will be able to practice, Practice. So we'll ask. Okay, then serving the deities is more. So this, if you learn already quite quick learners, so you can try to, and also we're leading the kirtan. I mean melodies, you just sort of, Bhakta Marko will help us with that, and also, so you can try to to sing the basic, program, which already all of you sing more or less. So we will do schedule about that, and I think the playing instruments will be all 3 months, because in 3 months, if we can learn quite a lot, if you tereketa. You know, if you're playing this for 3 months, you will be expert in that month, you know. No, but at least, you know, means depends how much we are musically have our karmic, you know. But one thing is important, that by practicing you can empower. You can show Krishna, you know, you can empower you. For example, I'll give you an example of Bhaktavatsala. Bhaktavatsala is anti-talent for the music or rhythm. You know, you somehow musical intelligence, you know, you have right rhythm, you know, is within your blood, you know. But Bhaktavatsala, he didn't have that, you know, clock within himself. By the practice, no, look him how he's playing Madanga, no? No? He's playing, no? So it's not because Krishna is for Krishna pleasure. Krishna removes what we lack. No, provide what he protects what we have, and you know what we lack he gives. Especially it's for his pleasure, no. So it's so there is no impossible things. Krishna can empower, Prabhupada can empower everyone for everything. So be how to say? Be courage, no?
Brave.
Have a, you know, think big. Think big. Don't limit yourself. We are limited. Krishna is not limited. So just because our process is not how well we will do, but how to become instrument. All this gratitude which I spoke about is all about how we can be an instrument in Guru Parampara in Krishna's hands. That means that we give our free will to them. Just use me, Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, use me as you like. Because now we have, Krishna wants to move, but we spring back, no? Krishna wants to, don't do that, don't bother me, no? We have our own ego and our own being right. But when we are an instrument, Krishna, whatever you want to do, just let me be like a, you know, how it's called in the Shahonica. Na Shahonica, Kmet na Shahonica.
Checkmate on the chessboard.
Kako se imenuje ta pin? Kmet.
Pawn.
Pawn.
Yeah, pawn.
Pawn. Yeah, pawn on the chessboard, you know. Just use me. Use me. That's the perfection.
Pawn's the sacrifice often.
Yeah. So that's and we understand philosophy, and we go in that direction. So there is no limited. When Prabhupada was here, he empowered devotees, hippies, you know, to lead the yatras, continents, you know, empowered book distributor, empowered, you know, translators, leaders, everything. And we are in the beginning of the golden age, so we have opportunity to be part of that story, you know, to let ourselves in the hands of be the instrument. So there is no limit. Just think, and then with the taking shelter, anything can happen. Anything. Although of our limitation, we are limited, but Krishna can use instrument as he likes. Achintya, inconceivable, you can do like that. Okay, so when the Lord did this, we already said something. Cooking for Krishna. Then Harinam Sankirtan tours, that was what we already have, we will also there, you know. And this, I mentioned, this pilgrimage. So we plan to go to other temples, maybe not in this time in India now, but also some next courses will be also that. But go to the Hungarian farm is idea, maybe Budapest, Villa Vrindavan in Florence. Bhakti Vedanta manner if things also goes, but and then at the end of this course is a padayatra. Immediately, this padayatra will be just on Sunday there's a graduation, and then Tuesday padayatra, 3 weeks. We proceed. We'll do everything in practice. Okay, ISKCON Disciple course for majority of you. So you also do requirements for initiation. So it also will be done within the... Yes. Here we have a little example of the schedule, but this is not here. This is for the manor. But idea is from Monday to Friday. Afternoon, they have 2 classes, but we have 1 class, 1 hour and a half. So that afternoon Harinams will be available, and also that you have times for reading, and practicing will be there. So we'll try to also arrange the services so that you have time in between. Try to little planning will be needed, so we'll try to do. Will not be perfect, but that's why we need feedback when we say, okay, we are a little too tired. So, but Saturday, Sunday, no classes in general, except for that. For 2 months we have Bhakti school. We have. Okay, I think this is what we have to. I hope that we were able to transmit the idea what it's all about. No? You have what is it? You got some idea what is where campus tasumuli? Where the dog is putting his.
Still can find one in English.
Hopefully that it's not too stressful for you, this information, or so please be brave enough and give feedback for that. So so hopefully that we will have this journey for 3 months together. That as I mentioned in the beginning, it will be benefit for everyone because there will be Krishna Katha. We share experience. We try to support each other. We'll do
It's very good that this course has started because it will give everyone some kind of direction, where to go next.
Yeah, exactly
So
that.
you know where
I
you
was
are.
thinking
You're not like lost and just thinking where I am, what I'm doing.
Exactly. That's one of
some points, and you know where you're going.
Exactly.
I had this few days back. I was like, wow, this year will be over. Well, I need to go home. I don't want to go. What will I do? Should I quit my job to go in India to study something, to do something about study?
Yes, that's exactly as I mentioned now also, Simon. Yes, this is also one of the observation which happens if when these programs are lacking. We have a lot of services, we have a lot of festivals. Also, we have educational. This educational, Bhakti Shastri. We have all this Bhakti school, but it's not. They're not created for these needs which we need now.
Mm-hmm.
They are more structured also for outside the world after the job. But we are here 24/7. We need once per week is not enough. You lose orientation, as I mentioned, right? We can absorb much more. We can get much more. So this is the and I will try. I will be personally involved, so we can see, we can develop. Then, of course, other devotees will be introduced. But now we will structure together. And hopefully Krishna's blessing, Prabhupada's blessings, that this will be good experience, learning experience, spiritual experience, and lifetime experience. Bhakti for life means that if we succeed, that at the end of this course, you have like a foundation for the life, or that you remember after 10 years, or that period of life was unforgettable. That's one of the humble goals, aspiration to achieve. Okay, anything? Any other feedback or comment on?
Yeah, I like that it's very holistic. It includes little bit of everything, or a lot of everything, maybe.
Yes, I think that will be a challenge.
Good idea.
Yeah, it's one sense. So we'll have to drive wisely. You know what I mean? So we don't put too much on the plate. That's my concern a little bit, because it's a lot of material can be, and also that we don't neglect our programs. For example, Harinams, distribution should also go, also should not stop. Practical things should not stop. But should be inspiring, but not tiring. Inspiring, we have direction, we have a compass, we have structure, but not too tiring, So this will be, I think, a little challenge how to make this balance. Especially, one thing I forgot to mention. It is one additional tool which usually, maybe we will see if we introduce now also here. It's one tool about your personal chart. What that means, it's one used for the, usually is used for the.
To see inclinations, maybe.
Sorry?
To see the inclination of that.
Also, so, because I don't know if you're aware, but you improve things which you measure.
Say it again, please.
You improve things which you can measure. If you can measure some things, you can improve. You know what I mean? So if you can measure some things, here I have in mind, or what I'm referring to is about sadhana, or our sadhana, or daily routine, I would say. No? Because, for example, when we chant rounds, when we wake up, so some kind of regulation, transforming regulation. What that means? Of course, you are now already quite well used to the temple schedule, right? You already majority. But if you come from outside, it's a huge difference. It's a huge lifestyle change. Can be, not necessary, but can be. So there is a tool which is we will develop it probably for the mobile application. So when I wake up, so here, okay, if you wake up like 1 hour before Mangalarati, you have 5 points. For example, no? If you wake up 9 o'clock in the morning, is -5, So it's like that in between. When you chant rounds, how many rounds you chant before Mangalarati, then you have. So these basic things which we have to regulate is sleeping, eating, how much we eat, the fast, if you overeat. So these things can be measured. When we eat late in the evening, you're already quite well regulated. But some things you can then see from now and after 3 months, you could see the difference. One thing is also, for example, is what is our mentality. So you can see, I criticize. So this is for your own introspection. I was today so critical mind. So you put there, okay, there is a criticism, there is glorifying the devotees, and there are different values or behaviors which so at the end of the day, we do a little, 5 minutes. I was like that. Because according to this, you will contemplate, you will see, you will be aware. You will be aware of your inclination. I have this tamasic mind, So with this, can be able to correct. You will be able to first aware, and then you can deal with that. Otherwise, you can do one habit. Years you're not aware of it. Years. With this, you become aware. You become very sensitive. And also one thing which is important, it's not that you're aware of yourself, you're aware of others. For example, you will be teachers. This is parampara, no? You will teach. When you preach, teach. By your example, you will teach. And also you will recognize in others. And you will be able to help. This is how system is set up. So I will bring one template which we have from devotees from this is I think from India, from Chopati. We have this template of personal diaries called, it's like something that this is because in spiritual life is like that if you are accountable to someone, you are more. This is the point, principle of guru. If you have to report to someone, you are more, how to say, mind is more regulated. Right? If it doesn't care what you do, mind is, as I mentioned, is the worst enemy. He will he will find that crack and will go that direction. Always to the lowermost. So this is one of tools and techniques which helps to be aware and to be aware of the mind's dealing. And this is one of the, tools which helps to bring us to higher level, second level. This is in material world we can say personal development tool. This here is like a spiritual.
Wages, yeah.
It's a commercial. Of course, it's very useful in outside world, of course. But here we have a spiritual goal. We want to purify and we want to be spiritually uplifted. Okay. Any other comment, feedback on that? So the idea is that we start on Monday at 3 o'clock with the first unit, and then we'll try to swim.
I hope to be able to, if we are serving to.
Okay, this is also flexible. That's I didn't mention it. Practical consideration. What will be the best time? 3:30, and maybe we can. Someone helps with serving. The 2-3 devotees help. That is not like 1 hour service. That you have still some time for resting and prepare. This is discussable and open.
Mislim da mi to možemo, samo skratimo serviranje.
Yeah, but you can't kick them out,
razmaženi.
No. In the beginning will be a little awkward, of course, because we are finding solution. But then we will have some kind of a rhythm. Then we'll try to be. Maybe once we'll be here also in morning time. Maybe Wednesday, because I have Wednesday Atma program. Second part will start. So maybe we'll have in the morning time, like from 11 to something like that. We'll see. That's we'll try. Because if we skip too many times, then a lot of material will be also missing. Okay?
Može od 3. Mislim da mi to možemo od 3. Kad služimo ručak, možemo.
It depends also if the Harinams will be 5. It's like that we finish in half an hour. You have still a little. You switch off something. So if not Harinam, we can start 3:30. We have Harinam, maybe we'll start. It depends on if the weather is like that. We can be a little adjustable, but we will see. You will say. We try to create together what is practical, and also daily, circumstances are a little changing. So we will try to be practical and flexible.
Mislim da je bolje za cifru 3 sata da se vežemo, a ne pola 4. Do 3 ćemo misliti stići. Ako imamo Harinam, da možemo se presvučemo i tako da treba nam tako malo vremena.
Yes. We will.
Nek bude 3.
But when we don't have Harinams, it can be also 3:30, Or if you are not like squeezed with other things, then if you are squeezed, like if you have 5 o'clock, then we have to go 3 for sure. But if not, I think maybe you can have 2 options when you have schedule and not schedule. I think, or we can do simply 3 o'clock every time. We can also do like that, but let's see. We don't want to strengthen ourselves too much. Let's see how it works. Okay?
We can discuss in the WhatsApp group.
Yes, WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp. Let's have WhatsApp group for that reason. And also we can, after each class, we can discuss. Okay, next time we have tomorrow. Okay, what's tomorrow? Let's see. We will adjust accordingly. That's hopeful that this system will work like that. As I mentioned, is experiment, a life spiritual experiment.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yes.
no? Adventure, journey, no? Journey with the. Let's see how Krishna will, Prabhupada will, how will the response. Let's see. Okay? Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much for your amazing attention. That 2 hours. That's danger. So we have also been a little strict about how we finish. We don't our discussion go into the too long. So they don't break other programs like that. Okay. Thank you. Please accept my humble obeisances. Anandaputi Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Bhakti for life course. Experiment ki jai. Haribol.
Pričam na istom jeziku za početak.